What every small business owner, entrepreneur, and salesperson ought to know about applying the law of attraction to their business for faster and more consistent results with less stress. In this brief presentation, we're going to take you through a 3-step process for tapping into the power of your unconscious mind to get amazing results in your business. And if you think that the law of attraction is just a feel-good theory, you'll see that these simple 3 steps will help you take your intention of where you want to go with your business and multiply that with the words, thoughts, and emotions that will attract the results that you really do deserve. So let's get started with this. First, let's look at this false paradigm. Being responsible means thinking through each problem. Now, this is probably something that every business school and mentor that you've worked with will tell you. You've got to face up to your problems, tackle them, think through them responsibly, and come up with solutions. But here's the thing, thoughts become things. So if you are constantly wrapped around your problems, giving it in emotion, what you're doing is you're attracting more of the same. So instead of this, the law of attraction is like an emotional keto black belt. What we mean by this is you could redirect those problems and instead focus on what you do want and attract more of that. So here's a concept that's kind of interesting. The law of attraction is not very smart, but it's obedient. What we mean by this is words form your thoughts, and your thoughts generate your emotions, and your emotions put you into action and gets you results. So if you're not happy with the results that you're getting, maybe you got to look at to see, hey, what are the emotions that drove me to this point? So kind of reverse this process. The law of attraction is just giving you what you're vibrating, what your frequency is sending out. So if you look at your results and say, hey, I want different results, let's look at the emotions that you're generating those results. What are the thoughts that are generating those emotions? And how can you edit and modify your words to start the process going? If you could master this process, just looking at it this way, you're really at the top of everything. This is really the heart of how you really can control what you're manifesting, what you're generating in your business. So here's the thing. Why is it so easy to focus on the things that we don't want, to focus on the problems? Well, it really comes down to something very basic. In the human brain, the reptilian complex is something prehistoric, and it's there to really defend you. When there's something that's negative, your reptilian complex fires up your neurons saying, hey, watch out, this is something we got to look out for. So it's really there to protect you. And that's why it's so much easier to say, to just fire out what you don't want, what's not working, than to say, if I say, hey, what do you really want? What are the results that you're really looking for? You have to sit down and think about it. It doesn't come out as quickly. So here's the thing. The art of deliberate attraction involves identifying what you do want and including it in your vibrational bubble. What's your vibrational bubble? It's your frequency. It's what's generated by your emotions. And universal laws basically work on frequencies. They don't work on language. So you really have to mind what you put into this vibrational bubble. This is where you can drive this and control it with your intentions. So here's the first step in the process. First, we're going to do a don't, not, and no intercept. Everything that is negative in your vocabulary, internally or externally, you're going to intercept it. And when you hear yourself saying don't, not, and no, you're going to press your reset button. And you're going to say, hey, obviously that's not what I want. So what is it that I do want? And when you do that, it takes you right into step 2. Rephrase what you do want. You just said something negative and say, hey, what I really meant to say is, and now you rephrase it. And this is really interesting because when you start to tap into this, when you start to become conscious of this reset, you start to pick it up when other people say it too. And you could use it in your conversations. You could use it in your negotiations. Obviously, that's not working for you. What is it that you really want? Let's get clear on this. So you start to, in both directions, work this into your strategy, into your communication. And the last step is include that you do want in your vibrational bubble by playing the inclusion game. What's the inclusion game? Let's say you want to attract the ideal customer. Well, pick your ideal customer. Look through your business cards. Who did you meet at the last conference that turned into this fabulous customer that's a repeat buyer and all these things? Take out that card. What's the person's name? and start sending out a little gratitude. Hey, here's Joe. Met him at a conference. Bought my coaching services, and then he bought my mastermind services. And this is ideal because he really expresses. Start filling your vibrational bubble with that essence of Joe, that vibration of your ideal client. And what you're doing is you're attracting more of the same. So play this simple 3-step process you could apply in any aspect of your business. And it's really mind-boggling how fast this works. This is not a long-term manifestation process. It's really something that works very, very quickly. And here's the thing. We want to really take this to the next step. And the next step is to create this into a habit. So it's one thing to hear a 3-step process, take some notes, try to apply 1 or 2 things. But when you can move this into a habit, and a habit represents the process of moving repetitive routines from the conscious mind to the unconscious mind. And the unconscious mind connects with universal mind in the law of attraction process. So when you start to repeat this in such a way, working with other people, that this moves from your conscious brain to your unconscious brain, now this becomes effortless. And this is the less stress part, okay? So we're inviting you here to become a deliberate attractor. And what does this mean? You make the law of attraction an unconscious habit. And it's really just by repeating the process and by working in teams. It's focused repetition, meaning that you're repeating these things with a focus in mind, with an end game in mind. And you're working with like-minded people because that's how it works. That's how everything starts to flow. And it's progressively improving. When you get your first results, you go back and you repeat the process to get more and bigger results. And this is something that could be repeated. This could be incorporated into your routine, into your life as a habit. And the invitation here is to work with Michael Lozier. Michael Lozier is the best-selling author of the book, Law of Attraction. Came out just before The Secret. So this is an original. And this book has sold close to 2 million copies in 33 different languages. And he was even invited to work with Oprah Winfrey on a radio show for a year. So Michael really knows what he's doing with the law of attraction, but more than that, he's also an NLP expert, wrote another book called The Law of Connection. And combining the law of attraction with NLP is really how Michael got his name to be the how-to guy for the law of attraction, because what he does is he teaches you how to apply the law of attraction, not just theory. And actually, the how-to guy is what Oprah Winfrey nicknamed him. So, and he also is a law of attraction coach. He's certified hundreds of coaches all over the world to be a law of attraction coach. So really has this down to a science. And again, moving away from theory into a system, into a step-by-step method. And what you'll see with Michael, and you work with Michael, is you'll get to experience, see, and feel this accelerated learning. He's an accelerated learning master. You'll see by working with him how he lets you use all your senses to pick up what he's transmitting. And it's really incredible experience. So what we're offering here is to be part of a special training, Michael Lozier Master Attractor Training. And you could use this to attract the perfect client, the perfect business partners, referrals, leads, investor, joint ventures, opportunities that really just opens up the door to your entire business. And what's this all about? Basically, it's 3 training classes. The first training class is identifying your desire, getting clear on what you do want. In training class 2, you're going to learn to give your desire attention, but in the proper way. A lot of people in the personal development market teach affirmations. But if you don't do affirmations correctly, they can actually create negative emotions and not get you where you want to go. So there's a correct way of doing this. You're going to love this class. It's really simple but super powerful. And it takes you into class 3, which is allowing it. And this is really where the majority of the people fail, because this is where all your unconscious beliefs come in. And there's a way you need to reprogram it to open up the door to allow everything that you're intending to flow naturally into your business and into your life. So these 3 classes is something that prior was part of a 3-day training in hotels where Michael traveled all over the world to give this training, and now you could do it so comfortably from your home, doing 1 a week. But we added one more class to this, which is class number 4, where we get together to celebrate your successes. And how could we be so confident that in 3 simple weeks we could put on the calendar that we're going to interview you and interview you on your successes, because this works. Because this works, and every one of those classes, you have a week to apply the techniques, and it's progressive. And we are confident that in week 4, you're going to get the results that you're going to proudly come into a hangout with us and share your results with everyone. So this is a really proven method. And in the same class, training class number 4, we're going to actually train you to work in mastermind teams. So instead of having the course end there, this training end very elegantly in session number 4, we're going to teach you how to work in masterminds, and we're going to help you put the class in mastermind schedules that is convenient for you. And we even give you a piece of software that works with Google Hangouts that lets you be a facilitator. You could take turns of who's the facilitator to track the time and record the goals. And so this is something that could be a long-term effect. The first class we had is over a year ago, and there's several mastermind teams that are still getting together on a weekly basis today. So this is super strong. Talking about creating habits. Not only are you going to get the training, but you're going to be able to work with like-minded people to apply it to your life for the long term. Okay, so what is a mastermind group and how will it help you achieve your goals? Well, basically your mastermind team are going to be people from all over the world. You're going to choose the schedule that's ideal and convenient for you. You're going to use Google Hangouts. You could use that on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your laptop. And this is something where you get together. We're going to teach you a format. It's basically the Andrew Carnegie standard mastermind format that is proven. And you'll know that if you have 7 people and that mastermind lasts an hour and 40 minutes, you could pretty much bet that within 5 or 10 minutes it's going to last an hour and 40 minutes. So you could schedule this into your life without having to worry about that it's going to get out of control and last 4 hours and you don't want to go back to the next one. So this is a very efficient way to turn all that you're learning into habits. And so your 4-week training is what's the next steps? Well, step by step, you're going to sign up here. There's a button right below this video where you could just sign up into the process. We're going to teach you how to open up your Google Plus profile if you don't have one with your Gmail account. We're going to teach you all the basics of how to use Hangouts successfully. This is really just a brief training. And we're going to invite you into a private Google Plus community where you get to meet your teammates in this initiative. So the intention here is to exceed your highest expectations. So you're going to get trained by the top law of attraction how-to guy, Michael Lozier. You're going to network with motivated business people from around the world. You'll have access to this private community at any time from any device, basically that could play YouTube. It's really all you need. And you're going to eliminate your blockers. Working with these people, recording your goals, and you're going to reach your highest goals working with your mastermind team over the long term. And these are friends and contacts that you're going to make for life and become the law of attraction for business expert and multiply your results in record time. Again, this is all a proven method. We want to invite you to be part of Michael's team. This could comfortably be a one-time payment of $497. As you know, masterminds can be very costly. They're very valuable. But because this is so convenient and you could do it from the comfort of your home, we wanted to make the price very convenient too. So a one-time special offer of one price of $347. But really what we wanted to do is make this an absolute no-brainer. We want you to experience this. We want to create success cases. So we have an introductory offer of one payment of $97 followed by 2 additional monthly payments of $97. If you want to save close to $50, is even a one-time payment of $247. You'll find that when you click the button here below. So we're making this very, very attainable, very easy and comfortable into your schedule. This is going to be weekly classes. You'll see the schedule down below. If you're watching this from the page, just click on the button. If you're seeing this from YouTube, just go ahead and visit hangoutwithmichael.com/business to see all the details. Okay, so we wanted to add a couple of additional things to really make this a full experience. One is Michael Lozier's Vibrational Business Plan. This is such a powerful but simple method that you can quickly put down exactly what you intend for your business and use everything that you'll learn to organize exactly how you want to get there, and you'll see how fast this really works. But also we wanted to add one other thing, and this is Google Hangouts how to use Google Hangouts and Google Plus for your business workshop. And this is something that we did in the first generation. It actually came up kind of spontaneous because we were working with so many coaches, and after they experienced the masterminds and experienced Google Hangouts and saw how Michael was applying this to his business, they started asking a lot of questions. So we said, hey, you know what? Let's do one more Hangout, and why don't we give you a blueprint for how to use Google Plus and Google Hangouts in your business. And this is going to be taught by yours truly. I'm Phil Alfaro, the narrator of this video, and I'm actually one of the leading information marketers in the Spanish market. I discovered Google Hangouts and became my strongest pillar in my marketing strategy, and I actually had the privilege to produce shows for well-known people like Marsha Weeder, the Hollywood coach, dream coach, and also Michael Lozier, who applied all this into his business, and it just basically revolutionized it. And Michael put all his own touches on this on top of that. So you'll have Michael and I guiding you through exactly how Michael applied this to his business as a coach. And perhaps you're owner of your own company. Maybe you have a physical business. Maybe you're a coach as well, or a trainer, or a public speaker. In all these circumstances, you'll see how you could use this workshop, which could last for hours. I mean, we're really there to give you an entire blueprint, answer all your questions, but you'll leave with a well-defined strategy that you can put into action right away. You could use it to position yourself as a leader in your market. We'll teach you how to conduct interview series, and you could use those interview series and get the transcripts from Fiverr so inexpensively and create books and launch that into Amazon and use that as another lead generation for people to come into your show and sign up for your into your list. You'll use these strategies to rank your videos on the top of YouTube and Google. Hangouts is just so efficient and fast in getting ranked if you do it correctly. And also, everything you learn from your mastermind, you'll be able to monetize it using Google Hangouts. And we even give you a piece of software that runs with Hangouts called Mastermind Toolbox, and you could use that ongoing, and it's free. Okay, and basically use this to become a celebrity in your niche. So this is a really well-rounded offer that's combining personal development with business. Be part of this life-impacting experience. It's engaging, profitable, and wise. Go ahead and click the button below. We'd like to see you in the first class. Again, this is all live training. You're going to have a highly engaged community, and you're going to have a follow-on mastermind training to take this all to the next step. You'll see that this whole experience working with Michael and the accelerated learning process is really going to put just a whole new level of how you could learn and transform what you want to do with actual results in such record time. And it's all about the experience. This is not 600 hours of videos that you sit and watch by yourself. Everything that you'll do here is live with other people. You'll see that the way Michael teaches will just be impactful and engraved into your mind for instant results. So once again, click on the button below. Be part of this next experience. You'll see the calendar. We have a calendar of when the next class starts. If you're watching this and the class is finished, you might be asked to put onto a waiting list for the next class. But if you'll see that the calendar below has a class that's about to start, we invite you to click on this button and reserve your seat. Thank you, and we'll see you inside.